Halloween night is upon us. Time to scare some children. Can you handle the nightmare? What's up, YouTubers? And yes, I think I made a little bit of a cringy opening then. I couldn't help myself. It's Halloween, for God's sake. A day where you're supposed to go scaring people. A day where you dress up in costumes and have fun. I actually kind of like it, really. Even the claw, it's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, just something I thought I might put on, guys, and try and see if I can put some Halloween spirit into you. I'm actually going to see if I can wear this throughout the rest of the video, actually. If you can find at some time of the video where I take all this stuff off, you've won yourself a cookie. Yeah, let's just do that, guys. Get a free cookie while you're at it. Anyway, guys, time for another Pokemon Sun and Moon trailer reaction video. And I actually think, guys, this could be the last trailer. We are so close now to having the game out. I'm getting so excited. I can't believe now it's coming this close to it. We've got like 2, maybe 3 weeks coming up for the game to be released. Oh, I'm just shaking now with excitement. It's unbelievable. I just can't wait, really. So without further ado, guys, let's get straight into this trailer and see what we get. I'm actually going to be surprised if I can hold my phone properly with this claw hand. That's going to be my challenge today. Hold a phone with a claw hand. Your partner Pokemon are fully evolved. Oh yeah! Our grass fully evolved is... Whoa, it changed flying for ghosts. Pretty cool, actually. I love the design. It just feels right. It's kind of almost like dressed up as him as well. That's actually kind of funny. Well, these are the wings. Signature move, Spirit Shackles. Nice. Ooh. Incineroar. Oh, it's a dark type. I told you guys, it's a dark type. I told you it was going to become a dark type. Oh, it looks so awesome. I like it how it just like, it's got like a wrestler sort of thing, really. It looks so awesome. Signature move, Darkest Lariat. Oh, it looks so awesome. And the water size, Familiar. Oh, it looks so beautiful. It's fairy type water fairy, yay. Oh, it's so awesome. I actually like this Final Evolution design. It looks so awesome. Signature move, Sparkling Area. Ooh. Awesome. Guardians. Oh, Tapa Lele. Oh, so she's the guardian of that island. I get it now. There's legendary Pokemon per island. That's actually pretty awesome, actually. That's nice. Island has Tapa Lele. He looks like a bull! Grassy Surge. I get it now, they're all fairy types, but they have a little extra on like grass and psychic and electric. That's awesome, actually. Tapa Fini. Water and psychic. Nice. That's actually pretty cool. I won't be surprised that they all have the same move pool as well. The Tapas share a unique Z-move. Oh, I can't wait now. What's their Z-move? Guardian of Aurora? What? They just summoned a giant! And they became the head! Oh, that's so awesome! Oh, I love it now. That makes sense why they've got that big shell around them. Encountering even more Pokemon. Cosmog? Okay. That's an interesting. I feel like it could be another one of those alien Pokemon. Persian? Oh, he's got a little form. Oh! I thought so. If Meowth has a little form, its evolved form's gotta have one as well. Witness the beginning of the lowest Pokemon legend. I speak of Alola. Hello! Alola's champions can take on the battle tree. What's happening? A Cynthia! She's back! Oh, it's Wally! I think that's Wally, yeah! Oh my god, he's back! No! No, I know those looks! They caught me! Red and blue are back! Oh my god! The legends have returned! The Pokemon trainers from the original manga! The characters from the first Pokemon games, they're back! Red and blue! Blue is Alakazam! Red and... is it Charizard? No, he's got Pikachu! Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I am so fanboying now, I'm so fanboying. Red and blue, Cynthia and Wally are back, guys. Oh, before we get to the Pokemon, I gotta say, I'm happy that Red, Blue, Cynthia and Wally are back. Let's face it, they're old-time legends from the games, the manga. They're so incredible, I can't believe that they're back. Even the anime, Cynthia, oh, she was a total badass. I can't believe they're bringing those characters back into the game. It shows that they're really trying to think all out for Sun and Moon. I wonder why. Maybe because they want to try and make the best Pokemon game out there. I don't blame them if they want to try and do that. They have to stay on top of their game. Or maybe they're trying something different for this game, actually. But either way, I'm so stoked. I can't wait. Anyway guys, enough of me like fanboying saying all that. Let's get straight into this Pokemon analyzing. Alright guys, the first Pokemon we're going to look at is the fully evolved form of the grass star known as Incineroar. I have no idea. Personally, just from the first look of it being a grass and flying to now grass and ghost type, looking at the backstory, I can understand it, because apparently while this Pokemon is moving around, it can completely mask itself. Just judging by that information, it's probably got the same kind of ability like Ghastly, Gengar and Haunter have, the ability to just turn invisible. I personally kind of like that as a star Pokemon, really. If your star has the ability to go invisible, that is actually pretty cool. I can just imagine that. That could be a whole lot of help, really, if you're a star trainer. With the ability to turn invisible, you've then got like a huge advantage, really. But of course, though, since it's the games, we don't just have the button to say go invisible for a brief period of time. That would be awesome if we could. Anyway, this Pokemon's attack pattern is actually pretty amazing. Honestly, this is like the first time I've seen the trailer. Really, I try and make sure to do these trailer reaction videos. Literally like reaction. I don't watch them in advance, guys. Yeah. Anyway, I actually went chatting to some friends who were in the area when I was on holiday, and they told me this grass star just looks and feels amazing, really. And I don't blame them. Judging by this information that it has, it's got a wide variety of movesets as well. With its feathers being able to be turned into projectiles as well, it's got a whole arsenal literally built into the wing. I wouldn't mind having that as well, really, for my starter. A Pokemon that can turn invisible, it was almost like half ninja, and be able to throw projectiles just from its wings. It's an arsenal in a Pokemon, really. The next Pokemon we're going to be looking at is the final evolution of a fire star known as Incineroar. I'm guessing that's right. Before we get started, guys, I like to say, I told you so. I knew this guy was going to get a dark attribute added onto it, and I was right. If any of you were doubting me during the first video when I say I think it was going to get a dark typing added on, haha, I got the satisfaction of knowing I'm right. I just wanted to say that, guys, because I know a lot of people were thinking I was crazy or thinking I was stupid thinking that, but let's face it, I was right. I was right from the get-go. And honestly, just by the look of it, I like it, really. From first opinions, I thought it was going to be some sort of like wrestler really, or mixed martial artist sort of thing. It's going to be like one of those sort of things like. And I was actually right as well just by looking at it. According to this information really, it has a huge fighting spirit really, which can only be shown by the blazing belt that it has. And honestly, that belt is amazing really. I kind of like it. This Pokemon's is actually really honourable as well. Apparently, this guy will not fight if it's up against a weak or really injured opponent. Which that itself is really honourable, really. It doesn't feel like a fair fight if you're facing it up against someone who's completely battered and bruised, really, isn't it? That's just picking on the weak. And facing off against a weakling, really, that is actually honourable, because do you really want to beat someone up who's just that weak, really? Just want to beat someone up just because they're that weak? No, because again, it just wouldn't feel right, really, just beating up someone who's like half your size just for the sake of it. That's what makes me think it's really honourable. It just gets me more determined now to have this guy as a starter Pokemon, really. I'm determined to have this as my starter, really, just because of that. But this Pokemon does have a weakness, even though it's so honourable. Just because of its boxing background, really, it's got also a little twist to it. It also, depending upon the mood of the audience, affects this Pokemon. Yeah, the audience. For example, if the audience were really getting pumped up, getting really excited, enjoying it, this Pokemon's power will increase. So it's like the satisfaction of the audience makes it more powerful. I love that twist, really. But if the audience are basically booing it or saying this match is terrible, it will make itself weak. What? I'm guessing this is kind of cool as well, considering most of the time when Pokemon battling, we don't basically face off with an audience in the room. Gym battles, we haven't had an audience really, we don't. The Pokemon League where we're facing the Elite Four and the Champion, I've never seen any audience in that area. The only time that we've managed to face off with an audience in the area was when we were like battling in a stadium, or like in the anime when we go off to the Pokemon League and it's shown off to the public. That's the only time I can ever see that really being a problem. But with the games we don't really have an audience, I don't see that as a problem as well. Plus they won't put this really in the games, but yeah, that will make an interesting twist. I would love to see if that happens. The next final evolution starter Pokemon we're going to look at is known as Primamnia, the final evolution of the Water Starter. And I think I said this in the first Pokemon reaction video to the starters, it gained a Fairy typing. I was right about that as well. Yay! Fairy typing. I was right again. Anyway guys, it's reached its final performing lesson and it's became a proper performer. We kind of got the hint that it was going to be a performance Pokemon just from the pre-evolutions, and this is the result of its performing. It gains the power of song. It's basically a watery Jigglypuff. Anyway, this Pokemon has the ability to generate water balloons, really, and it also, with the power of its song, really can affect attacks as well. It can affect the opponent, which I kind of like, really. So it's kind of like battling with sound waves as well. And apparently different Primamnia, whatever you call this Pokemon, different ones know different songs. So if different songs have different effects, that would actually be pretty awesome. I can just imagine it, really. Like, if this Pokemon knows sing, and instead of like putting the Pokemon to sleep, it has like hidden effect where it changes, like it deals huge amounts of damage, deals loads of damage as well, it burns, paralyze. That would actually be pretty awesome, but I doubt that's going to happen. Probably as a hidden ability it might, but I don't think that will be hidden ability material. Anyway, the balloons I mentioned before are actually pretty awesome as well. These balloons can also cause a chain reaction explosion. So that's kind of awesome. So like at the beginning of the battle, it can bring out all these balloons, and you like, and the opponents, if they knew it was going to cause something, they'll make them really cautious, because one false move and boom, they're dead. They've gone. Adios. Go flying. That is actually pretty cool. That kind of makes me want to have this Pokemon as well. I'll admit, the first scene, not really that interesting, but if it leads to a Pokemon that's this powerful, can do something this amazing, and give off a huge performance like that with amazing singing, anyone would probably want it really, just so they have a concert in the Pokeball. The next Pokemon we're going to be looking at is the other 3 deity Pokemon. So just like a while ago where we met Tapu Koko, the electric and fairy type Pokemon that we had no idea what was, we also met Tapu Lele, Bulu and Finfin, which are as followed: Psychic and Fairy, Grass and Fairy, with Water and Fairy. Off the top of my head really guys, these are like the 4 guardian Pokemon really of the entire Alola region. Unlike the other regions which just usually have like one Pokemon that protects the entire region, or just like 3 different Pokemon to protect the entire region or sectors of the region, this place has 4 Pokemon. Not surprising really, since it has 4 islands, making it a lot more easier. With these deities though, you can guarantee they'll protect the entire region. With having small bodies with big huge armor, you'd guarantee they've got a high defensive. Just by knowing these 4 Pokemon and just by the way they look, you know they're going to have like the same movesets as well, being that they are so similar. And we now know also why they've also got those big massive shells. They've got their own Z move, and I can guarantee guys that their Z moves are all going to be the same. The only differences of course is the colour of bodies and the head sculpt. Their head sculpts are going to be what their shells look like when they're completely clumped together. Just like what we saw with Tapu Koko, when its shield is together, it just looks like a big bird beak head. I have a feeling it's probably going to be a lot different with these 2. I bet with Tapu Boo, these names are a bit hard to say. I feel like I'm speaking baby talk. We know it's got a bullish face, so I pretty much know it's going to look like a big giant bull. For Tapu Finfin, I think it's going to have like a fish sculpt. For Tapu Lele, I have no idea really what it's going to look like, but I'm actually quite interested to know myself. I actually can't wait to see it. And with these Z moves, you guarantee you'll know they're going to do a big whoop. They're not going to be known as guardian Pokemon for no reason. They're not deities for nothing. If they have all that power, you guarantee you know that when they do the Z move, you're going to be wetting yourself. The next Pokemon we're going to be looking at is Cosmog. Honestly, when I first saw it, I actually thought it was going to be another out in space Pokemon, just by the cos part of its name being like Cosmos. And the design really makes you think of the Pokemon Moon main legendary Pokemon. This Pokemon though is actually a super rare Pokemon within the region. And it's often been known as the King of Alola and the Hearths. I'm not quite sure what that means, but when it's been known as the King of Alola, you know it means a lot really. You're guaranteed to know if you can find one of these Pokemon and train with it, it's a true honor then. With this Pokemon, apparently they found out it was an unusual Pokemon. Apparently this Pokemon is very curious with like people and that. So I'm guessing they will also like try and find a lot about like its trainer, like what it can learn from it, like how can it make itself stronger through this trainer. That would actually be pretty cool. It'll be like we're learning off each other, really. That actually gets me really more curious about this Pokemon, really. If this Pokemon is determined to like learn like what people are and like how Pokemon could become more stronger by just having like a trainer, really, that does make me think it is like an alien Pokemon. It's secretly been an alien for years, and it's just passing information off to its fellow alien Pokemon. For all we know, this is a great descendant of Deaxys. It's probably gone looking for Deaxys and found a side mission as well. But there's also more to this Pokemon. Apparently, this Pokemon is super light. So just like with the baby, when it gets winds, it instantly goes flying off. Same for this Pokemon. Gets some winds and it flies off as well. It has no control. Which actually can be surprising. No wonder they're super rare. By the time you've seen a big gust of wind comes by, you've basically lost your chance. So yeah, guys, if you're finding it, don't go near a windy meadow. If you find it and it is windy, quickly throw that Pokeball. No questions asked. And really, I'm not surprised as well that it's been known as the Jewel of Alola. Apparently, when light falls upon this Pokemon, it absorbs it and glows. I actually think that's pretty cool, really, but at the same time, dangerous. If the opponent doesn't move like sunny day when they make the stadium completely bright, it's going to be difficult, really, to hide this Pokemon. If it's behind a rock, there you go. The rock's instantly glowing. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, really. You get the Pokemon because of its value, but then again, if you use it in battle, there you go, you've had it. Unless you make this Pokemon stronger or find a way to make it extremely heavy, nothing you can do. The next Pokemon we're going to be looking at is the lower form of Persian. Before I get into anything, its head. I'd just like to say, its big head is supposed to symbolize the rich in Alola and its beauty. Yeah, no. If anyone had a big head like that, you would think they're big-headed. They're only interested in themselves, really, and they think high and mighty about themselves. That's the only thing I can think of with the Persian, really. With this Persian, that does not make sense to me at all. Who would actually buy that? Who would actually believe that that big head is supposed to mean it's rich and it should be protected and it's the greatest Pokemon out there? No, I highly doubt that, really. I think it's just an over-exalted Pokemon. And honestly, with what else I've read, what I just said makes more sense than it being rich and powerful. Apparently this Pokemon is very cunning in battle. It's very big-headed in battle as well. It is very vicious. It's like one of those Pokemon where they seem all nice, but when they get into battle, you're better off to back away quickly before it gets anywhere close to you. It feels like that Pokemon. Honestly, it will use trickery in battle. I'm pretty sure its favourite move would be foul play, really. I wouldn't be surprised if that would actually be like the best move it will learn just because of that. Heck, it's even big-headed in battle. It will underestimate its opponent. So if you're facing off against a big-ass Dragonite or Charizard, it'll still think it'll be high on top. And will often like counter-attack on its own. It will just make sure to beat up its opponent and will make it be superior. Yikes! This Pokemon just really, I honestly can't see myself using it just because of that information. I wouldn't be surprised if like Giovanni from the Pokemon anime, who has a Persian, wouldn't go out and get another Persian, wouldn't go out and get a lower Persian just because of that, really. Yikes. I honestly can't see myself using it because of that, really. It's just, yeah, it's just rubbing me the wrong way. And that's it, guys, from this Halloween edition from our trailer reaction video. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I definitely enjoyed the trailer, and honestly, a lot of information, really. I'm more surprised about for these new Pokemon, really. And we're so close to getting the games ourselves. I'm getting even more excited, really. And I still can't get used to this, even throughout the entire video. I'm surprised I managed to work with it, even with my half face covered. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a like if you did. And if you're new to the channel, you like what I've done, give me a subscribe as well. It'll mean so much. Anyway, let's not do that again. It just feels weird. I'm going to keep my hand down here, guys. Actually, no, let's keep this up here. There we go. That was out the way. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of this get up just for the sake of this. You know what? I don't know for this. That's better. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going to now get out of this. Not on camera, of course. Anyway, yeah. But for now, guys, this is me signing out.